The folks that make horror movies are getting into video games? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Clean Tech, home of daily technology news and reviews, and today we're going to be talking about Blumhouse and the fact that they're getting into video games. Today's video is brought to you by Clean Phone. More on them at the end of the video. So the horror movie production firm known as Blumhouse launches a video game division. The company behind the likes of Paranormal Activity and Megan sets its sights on indie games. Let's jump right in. So over the last 2 decades, Blumhouse Productions has made a name for itself in the world of horror, working on films like Paranormal Activity, Get Out, and more recently, Megan. Now, the company is expanding into the world of video games, which I think, for one, is pretty interesting. The new division is simply called Blumhouse Games, and it will be focused on, quote, original horror-themed games for console, PC, and mobile audiences. The company says, essentially, Blumhouse will be acting as a publisher of sorts, working with indie developers on projects with budgets, quote, below $10 million. It's interesting for me to see, a company like this to get into video games in the first place. But then again, to actually cater to all platforms, you've got console gamers, you've got PC gamers, and then you got mobile audiences too. So obviously, the game, depending on the platform that you have access to it on, or the platform that you're playing the game on, the experience can differ drastically. And those are like just like their own things, so every single one of these platforms. And for them to like go out and say, yeah, you know what, we decided we're just gonna start doing this now, and we're just gonna do everything. So I don't know how that's gonna pan out necessarily. But then again, horror games, essentially, they're never really the talk of town in terms of what an amazing engineering marvel they are. They're mechanically okay. They're more so for the experience and the ambiance, if you will, the environment, because that's usually where the hook is. That's where you get involved and invested into the game, and not necessarily the game's mechanics, the storyline, the plot itself. It all comes second, and the kind of in the moment experience that a horror game is able to provide, that's the thing that you're normally there for. And these guys, well, they know horror. We've seen that over the course of the years. There's a unique opportunity for horror and genre in the indie game space, and I'm thrilled about teaming up with Blumhouse to meaningfully leverage the company's brand, reputation, and creative talent, says Zach Wood, who will serve as president of the new division, in a statement. The project sounds similar to Annapurna's expansion into games, with Annapurna Interactive publishing hit indie titles like Sayonara Wild Hearts, Neon White, Watam, Kentucky Route Zero, and Stray, among others. Stray being that cat game that just came out. Blumhouse hasn't announced any specific projects or partners yet, so you'll have to wait a bit longer for news of a Megan game. But then again, these kind of things, this stuff, that it always just comes out of the blue. Just like that, boom, there's a trailer or a teaser, and that's that. It's a new game and it's happening. Deal with it. But yeah, I definitely am a big fan of the genre, the horror genre, regardless of the medium that it's using, whether it's podcasts, whether it's movies or TV shows, or whether it's video games. I absolutely love all of them. So definitely looking forward to see what exactly they make of this, and to actually have an opinion on something like this. But all in all, it is pretty great and interesting, at least to me, for a video game to be made by a movie publishing company or movie making company. But yeah, I guess those are just some of my thoughts on it. Let me know yours down in the comment section below. Clean Phone is the perfect phone for your kids because it allows you to manage everything on the phone remotely. It has tons of amazing features such as easily allowing you to pick and choose which apps and games your child can use, provides you access to active phone monitoring including SMS and phone call usage, allows you to control how long and how often your kids can use apps or the internet. You can even check their call and SMS logs including inbound and outbound calls and messages, and it is the perfect way to manage their screen time. Check them out in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.